I'm Ramona Casas from Arise Adelante, Social Justice Coordinator in Arise. And today we have this gathering with the judge at Hidalgo County and with the Arise Lupe Azteca. And we are the coordinators of the task force at Hidalgo County because the judge wanted to find out how we can improve the needs in the communities and how the Hidalgo County be more prosperity in Hidalgo County. And we are here to discuss the issues in health, education, housing, transportation, which is one of the big issues. We don't have public transportation in the colonias, and the families need the transportation to move in from one place to another, to go to the doctors, to go to the pharmacy. But more important, the table, a discussion at the community, they say if they have transportation to go to work, or for the youth, continue education, moving to the STC or UTRGV, they be in better economically, and also they can be better life in the community because they can be educate themselves, and they wanted to go to the vocational schools. The parents sometimes, but they don't have only one transportation, and the rest of the family, they don't have it. So that's one of the examples of the big need we have in the communities. That's why we are here. And also we have the issues in housing. In many of the colonias still, they don't have public lights in the corner of the streets. They are in darkness during the night. So that's the issues the community want to see dressing up.
Going back to transportation, here in the valley, the entity, the governmental body that handles public transportation is the Lower Rio Grande Valley Development Council. They have enough money to put buses from the big cities, say Brownsville to McAllen via Harlingen back to Brownsville, and a lot of the students use that. But would you like to see the legislature, as the legislature's going to start up again soon, in January, would you like to see the state lawmakers give more money to the Council of Government for more buses into the colonias?
Right, because we have the Rio Metro, and we know that they're moving in the main streets in the cities. But no, what we need is a public transportation moving the communities, the rural communities. They are far away from the downtown, and they can go to work in the schedule of working hours, and go to the doctors, go to the vocational school, or the UTRGV or the SDC, and also they can go to the recreation in the weekends, because many of them, they say, we don't have public transportation, and for the birthdays, we stay at home because we want to go any other places to celebrate, but we don't have public transportation. So that's a huge need around the communities.
You mentioned housing and transportation. At today's task force meeting, was there any discussion on the importance of broadband internet services in the colonias? Is that a big issue for you?
Yes. Also, it's a lot of need in nutritional help. Everything is connecting. If you're working and you have transportation to go working, you can provide the best income to your family, and the economy and the family, they be more sustainable, right? And because many of the people, they don't have the right transportation, they don't take care of the health, and they cannot provide what the family needs, has the basic needs. So everything is connecting.
But specifically about the internet, is that an issue for colonial residents?
Oh yes, internet is another issue, very important. For example, here in Alamo, in La Frontera, in Frontera states, and another areas, they don't have they don't have the technology, the internet, good services to connecting, and it's affecting the students and affecting the connection with families, with work and education too.
My last question. The legislative session is starting up, as we talked about there. It's happening in January. How important would you, as one of the colonial leaders, would you like the colonial groups to have a seat at the table when the valley as a whole develops its legislative agenda? Like the cities will some of the big cities will have an agenda, a list of things they want the legislature to deal with. Perhaps the county will have an agenda, the chambers of commerce, the Valley Partnership. Would you like the colonia groups to have a seat at the table so that you're all included, so the Valley goes to Austin United?
Yes, one of the good things that's happened this morning, the judge for Hidalgo County invited us and do this task force to working together. But our petition is we want to be in many other task force committees where can make a decision to provide better transportation, better services and education and health and housing. And the other issue we have is work. Employers provide better training and vocational training for our communities, for parents and youth. So yes, we want to sit down with the people in place. They made a decision to provide these services to the communities. That's why we think in this task force is the beginning of the many other meetings that can we looking for solution together.
Perfect. And then just quickly, is there anything else that you feel is important to add about like this task force meeting that you feel?
Yes, we wanted to see to respond to the emergency issues like transportation is something they can dressing up right away, start provide transportation maybe one day of the week and see the community needs and see how they can looking for more monies to provide and schedule hours for work hours. And that's a lot of issues they can start it right away to initiate the processing to improve.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay.